Welcome to Great Hearts, Great Stories. This is the first edition, and here we are going to talk about different stories from our students and faculty in the Great Hearts Network. I'm Cade Kimple, a senior at Glendale Preparatory Academy.
And I'm Chloe Moore. I'm also a senior at Glendale Prep. This month we're coming to you from Glendale Prep, a school in the North Valley, and today we'll be sharing a bunch of incredible stories with you, more than we could even fit in this video. In the next 30 minutes, we're going to take you from the streets of New York City to the concert halls of India. Along the way, we will see how one of our campuses is supporting military families and how another journeyed to the fictional world of Narnia.
We will also show you how our seniors here at Glendale Prep gave back to the community, and you will want to stay tuned for our winter sports update. Let's begin with our feature story, where we will see a talented young scholar from Chandler Prep.
She has taken her love for music and performing to the second largest music festival in the world.
Music has always been a constant in my life. I grew up with music around me. My mom was the one who first taught me and introduced me to music. I have little videos of me sitting on the couch with her, just singing little songs, repeating them back to her.
Chandler Prep has wonderful music program, and that's what brought my daughter to be a part of Chandler Prep.
Hark how the bells, 1, 2, 3, all seem to say.
If I wasn't in a cappella club, I would have never known that this is something that I'm interested in.
We are very proud to have the arts offering that we have here at Chandler Prep.
Gentle and slow send.
We know that's not possible in a lot of education environments.
It's not an elective, it is actually a requirement for every student to have music literacy all the way through their high school years.
Some days are so much sweeter.
Music stimulates every part of your brain and it helps you think a lot. My mom introduced me to Carnatic music. Recently, I had my Arangetram, which is like a big graduation almost. And a ton of people from our school went, a lot of the faculty, members, friends, teachers. They were really supportive.
She sings classical Indian music.
It's very warm and very rich culturally.
She kind of guided us down her journey in her performance. The level of artistry is very, very high, and what was most impressive was her and how powerful her voice was. She could sing for hours. I've never seen such stamina in a musician, let alone a vocalist.
I've had people come to me after my performances and say, wow, I cannot get over that.
The dust rose up to a darkened sky.
For all of our fellow students, what they're interested in, we want to have their back and go be part of that in their lives.
Don't you just love that video? I mean, as a musician myself, I can't even imagine playing that many times.
I know, and on top of all the enrichment courses she does at Chandler Prep, it's incredible. You know, Manasa performed 12 concerts while in India at that musical festival.
I can't even imagine playing that much. I mean, what a winter break,
I
right?
know, I definitely didn't do that much. Well, from India to New York, we have an art teacher from Archway Cicero who was invited to the world-class New York Fashion Week. Laura Thurbin is an independent business owner, and outside of the classroom, Miss Thurbin likes to dabble with different art mediums when creating her murals. Miss Thurbin's work encompasses a variety of mediums, including dresses and clothing. She calls this her wearable art. She said she started painting on clothing as a joke for a friend, but then people took notice in the local art scene. She was surprised earlier this year when she was asked to show her wearable art during this year's New York Fashion Week. She said it was like a dream. She had models, many of whom had worn her dresses before, walking the runway. After returning to Scottsdale, Miss Thurbin shared photos from New York Fashion Week with her students, and they were so excited for her. She said that performing at New York City Fashion Week was an incredible experience, and she hopes to show her students just how far their passions can take them.
Yeah, and isn't that incredible? Just like, what started as a little joke just turned into just such an amazing opportunity that took her all the way to New York.
I know, and New York is such a fun place. I hope she had an incredible experience.
Yeah, and speaking of traveling, let's travel over to the Great Hearts Trivium Academies in Goodyear by Luke Air Force Base, where they have been chosen as a Purple Star School.
The Purple Star School program is a program that's designed to recognize the struggles that military students go through. When they transfer to different schools, they get pushed into a position because of their family's military connections that causes them to move into a new school where they don't know anybody, where they're not familiar with the programs to help them be successful there. It's designed to develop mentors in the school among the students' peers, so that when a student does come in the middle of the school year, or if they're transferred from another school district because of the military transitions, that they immediately have people they can connect with.
We've lived in Qatar, Pennsylvania, Tucson, Alabama, Korea, Hawaii, here.
The stress of moving is a lot to take, and to have a place where I know that they feel welcome, they feel comfortable, they have friends, they have staff and teachers who care about them and care about them as people, it really puts my wife and I at ease.
We've moved a lot over the past several years, and being a part of a school and being a part of a program like this where Roman and Sophia can now help other families, and just being supportive of them and just being leaders in their community is very cool.
I've been here for the last 3 years of my life, and I love this place so much, and I love the community. The community is super supportive of me.
There are over 600 school districts here in Arizona. Within those school districts, there are 2,400 actual schools in public or charter, and so you are one of only 4 that are in this pilot program, which is amazing.
Yeah. We know that students who feel loved and feel comfortable in their environment are successful, and that's what we want for those military families as well.
Wow, how special. I was new to a Great Hearts school last year, and that would be so incredible, just walking straight into a group of friends and family.
Yeah, seriously. I mean, having a lot of friends and military families that have moved around a lot, that's just got to be so nice.
Well, speaking of Trivium, let's move on to Archway Trivium, who celebrated literature this year with a long-standing tradition.
We love transforming each of our 3rd grade classrooms into Narnia. We have our students walk through hanging coats to symbolize the wardrobe, and then we have them see the lamppost right inside the door. The desks form long tables that get covered with white tablecloths. There's a chimney and armchair for Mr. Tumnus to sit at and visit with our students, and they get to feel like they're transported into the land of Narnia. They are not fans of tea in general, so we always ask them to try a little bit, but they are much more excited to drink hot chocolate. So Mr. Tumnus, furry pants, horns, a red scarf, and he enters each classroom and pretends like they are in his home and are visiting. And so he starts hosting them.
Am I really that amazing to you all?
Yes!
Asking them different questions and answering their questions.
The wardrobe's all the way in England, so how would you make it from England to here?
Well, from the wardrobe, of course.
You're the best.
I'm the best? Oh, thank you so much.
What I love about this age is they become fully immersed in all things Narnia, and they ask questions and speak with him as if he actually were Mr. Tumnus.
Why are you the only fawn?
And there's no breaking character, and they have a lot of fun with the types of questions that they get to ask him.
Hi, Mr. Tumnus.
It's gotten more elaborate. It has morphed into the all-out 3-tiered trays with cookies and little sandwiches. The one thing I would say they are very excited to try and then never end up liking is Turkish Delight.
I think it's Turkish Delight because it's based on the book.
It looks really cool. They've gotten to read about it. It's covered in powdered sugar.
No, I've never tried it before.
And then it typically ends up tasting like soap. So
I didn't like the Turkish Delight. It tasted like medicine. He doesn't get real candy. He doesn't get real candy.
my first group of third graders are actually seniors this year, and they got to put on the Chronicles of Narnia, Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe play for all of our third graders. That was their final project for drama, and getting to talk with them afterward, they were saying that was their favorite event and the most special part of their time on the Archway side.
Wow. I remember reading those books back in third grade. What an amazing experience for these kids.
Yeah, and I would definitely eat some of those Turkish Delights.
Seriously. So coming back to our school, here at Glendale Prep, Chloe and I both participated in our senior class with giving back to the community. Here's that story.
Hi, I'm Jaden. I'm a senior at Glendale Prep.
And I'm Lauren. I'm also a senior at Glendale Prep.
We both lead the community service committee at our school.
And today we're gathered here with the rest of our senior class with the Glendale Fire Department.
Get in there. Don't be shy.
So today the Glendale Fire Department has come to our senior retreat to help us collect toys for children in Glendale.
All the seniors have brought one or more gifts unwrapped to donate to the fire department.
Yeah, so the fire truck has come and they've been generous enough to let us learn a little bit about the fire department and the charities that they help partner with. And we've also been giving our gifts to a fireman in the truck to collect them in the back.
Thank you. Somebody's going to take back to the station to play with them.
First, I want to say thank you guys for everything with the toy drive. It's really amazing what you're doing.
Oh, thank you guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
The kids that are going to get the toys are going to be very grateful for this because this might be the only toy they get all year.
We'll have selected kids that are selected through a certain process, and they'll come through, and like he said, these might be the only presents they get for Christmas. And so we'll have a list, and it'll have their age and how many kids there are, and we'll bring the mom and dad through, and they'll go through and they'll be able to select toys for their kids that they might enjoy. So this is really huge for them. This is really going to impact our community. So we really appreciate what you guys are doing.
It felt really great. As leaders of the community service committee, me and Lauren are very passionate about community service, and being able to partner with the other seniors to also give back to the community has been really great. And so it was just we're very grateful that they came out here to let us do that.
Wow, that was so much fun. I'll have those memories forever. I brought a Uno game card set because my siblings love doing that together.
Really? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I bought the Squishmallow? Yeah, I bought one of the Squishmallows. Yeah, I mean, it was just so heartwarming just knowing that, you know, some kids that really needed it are going to get something that they, you know, really enjoyed this Christmas.
Yeah.
Well, turning to athletics, Great Hearts was well represented at the high school volleyball state playoffs this year. Did you know that Cicero Prep, a 1A division team, and Trivium Prep, a 2A division team, won the girls' AIA High School State Championship? It was a great day for both campuses and the first state title for either school.
Wow, that's great, ladies. And for the second year in a row, Great Hearts hosted Barcelona FC in their U.S. soccer camp. This year, 64 of our own students, ranging from 6 to 14 years old, got to train with professional Barcelona coaches, as well as 5 of our own coaches. This was an amazing learning experience for both our student athletes and our very own coaches.
All right, Red, let's play.
It's the world sport for a reason.
Now blue, all together, pressing.
It's the most popular sport.
Good switch.
It's more of a culture than it is a sport, in my opinion.
Neutral players inside.
It's an expression of art, you could say.
Get up, boys, get up, boys, get up, boys.
It's almost a way of living for some. Quite honestly, it brings people together.
You can pass it, you can dribble, you can shoot. You have to do a lot of movements to try to get to the goal and try to score.
Anytime that you can have like the New York Yankees of soccer come and do a camp on your facility at your schools, I mean, you want to take those opportunities. With our relationships, we're able to host the first ever Barcelona camp here in the United States last year, and then they were able to come back this year as well. People are working hard, having a great time. We have professional coaches alongside 5 or 6 of our Great Hearts coaches that they're actually learning and getting better at the same time.
I went to Anthem Prep and I graduated high school there in 2020. I played varsity high school soccer all 4 years. My love for soccer has always been there, and once this invitation came out where we would work with coaches from Barcelona who have experience in the methodology, I couldn't say no. It's very exciting and it's very different. You can see how much passion, effort, and as well as detail that the Barcelona coaches put into their work, into the methodology, into how they share the methodology, and as well as the methodology itself. It's great. It's very different from what you might call American soccer versus what they call football.
He has to follow 5 core values. Those are humility. You have to be humble to play here. We share the ball all the time. You cannot go by yourself all the time. Effort. If not, the one that is in next to you is going to pass you. It's going to overcome you easily. And then ambition. You have to be one of the business guy if you want to play in the first team or you want to play in the youth. We have the best players here. And then the respect. For us, it's key that the players have to respect the coaches, the teammates, the opposite team, because if not, it doesn't make sense our way to understand soccer. And then finally, the teamwork. For us, the teamwork is the key, because we want that from the goalkeeper to the striker, every player has to feel like they are participating. So for us, the values, in order to get a really good player, are key.
A lot of what the Barcelona way is, when they speak of heart, are really the core values of what we have as well with Great Hearts.
It's great to see the detail they show and how they can transfer that onto us, and how that makes us as coaches grow, and how that can make us have the kids that we have grow.
I think that we can bring them a really good experience because we have the belief that that methodology for us is the best in the world.
We have our center back.
Starting off, they're confused, right? It's new to them. It's not maybe the way they're expecting. They're expecting, well, usually we do this, or usually we do that. It's different, right? It's European versus American soccer.
They are always curious, making questions about our methodology, and this makes it so easy and so fun too.
As they start to get it, and as they see the reward that comes from it, this is giving them more freedom to express themselves. And once they figure out that they can do it together, it's very rewarding to see. Once the ball goes in the back of the net and they celebrate as a team, you can see that they're getting more and more involved and into it.
Playing for and playing with coaches in the same realm of the greatest and best known soccer club in the world is just unbelievable. It's just an amazing experience for all student athletes that can be here.
We hope you've enjoyed these incredible stories from all of our schools. Now, these are only a couple of many stories that go on at these schools every day. So if you're interested, you can learn more at greathearts.org.
And it has been our pleasure to have you these last 30 minutes. Thank you for joining us on our first episode of Great Hearts, Great Stories. And until next time, this is Chloe Moore.
And Cade Kimple, wishing you a great day.
And as always, it's a great day
to be a Griffin.